That it would be much more difficult for the president to make a credible legal argument to take over policing or send the National Guard into Portland. Though that hasn't stopped some people from keeping a very close eye on what's unfolding across the country. As National Guard troops hit the ground in D.C., people in Portland pondered whether President Trump could federalize the Oregon National Guard to help tackle crime here.
What he's essentially doing is starting martial law in D.C. I don't think that it's contributing to peace.
So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised that Donald Trump would send troops. I personally wouldn't like it.
Richard Alberdress has a different take centered on criminals.
They're shooting you, they're stabbing you, they're running you over. So, what Trump has done in D.C., if he had to do it to Portland, yeah, I don't see a bad thing about it. I see a good thing about it.
But outside of the District of Columbia, where the law allows the president to take over police for up to 30 days, would it be legal?
The U.S. Supreme Court, in a case in 1997, expressly ruled that the federal government can't commandeer state and local officials into performing ordinary law enforcement matters.
Norman Williams is a professor of constitutional law at Willamette University College of Law. Given that precedent, he believes what Trump is doing in D.C. is more of a political stunt.
Historic action to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor,
rather than a move to combat crime, which D.C. officials say is actually falling.
I think the distraction here is actually to affect ongoing federal litigation in California over essentially the same issue.
In June, the president federalized the California National Guard, sending troops to L.A. to protect federal buildings and assist ICE with immigration raids. California's governor sued President Trump, challenging the constitutionality of the move. That trial kicked off Monday.
I think Oregon and Portland officials should be watching this California litigation very closely.
Oregon Governor Tina Kotek telling KGW the president's move in D.C. demonstrates alarming disregard for the authority of cities and states, and noted, as the commander-in-chief of the Oregon National Guard, I remain committed to only deploying the Guard when our mission is clear, purposeful, and supports the primary mission to protect Oregonians. And the White House on Tuesday said it plans to reevaluate and make further decisions about the future of the National Guard on the streets of D.C. after the 30-day period is up. David.
Thanks, Catherine. Appreciate you digging into that for us.